6 contestants are about to compete for thousands of pounds. But who's got what it takes to outrun the hardball? Welcome to Hardball. In the first of our 2 heats today, Anne, Ryan and Louise will all step up to play. Watching their every move, ready and raring to go next are Leith, Dom and Mark. But only one of them will make it through to the final. Drawn at random to take on the hardball first, it's Louise. Louise, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Louise, tell us about yourself.
My name's Louise. I'm 51. Just had that very special birthday I'm just getting used to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm a newborn hearing screener.
When you aren't at work, what are your hobbies?
My husband and I are avid horror movie buffs. We have been known to spend a whole afternoon, when we've been allowed to, going from one movie to another and back again.
So you don't mind being scared every now and then?
I love to be scared. That's my mantra. You need to do something every day that makes you a little bit scared. It's good for the soul.
Well, good for you. What about taking on the hardball? Does that scare you?
This is slightly terrifying, seeing that in front of me, but, you know, I'm going to be scared. I'm going to give it my best.
Well, you'll feel perfectly at home then.
Absolutely.
Louise, we will start by playing the moneymaker. The aim of the game is to get as far along the track as you can by answering as many questions as you can. Each correct answer moves you on 1 square and adds £50 to the jackpot. The further you move along, the more money you'll add, and that is what today's winner will play for in the final. But beware, the hardball is always hunting you down, and if it passes you, it's game over. The player who makes the least progress will be going home, all right?
Okay.
Louise, let's put you on the track. There you are, in all your glory. The hardball will be released once I've asked your first question.
Okay.
If you're ready, Louise, let's play hardball. How many lions feature in the title of Baddiel and Skinner's Football's
3.
Correct? On which British river does the annual boat race between Oxford and Cambridge universities take place?
Thames.
Correct. In the sitcom Only Fools and Horses, who plays Del Boy?
Pass.
David Jason. What is the capital city of the Czech Republic?
Prague.
Correct. The town of Haworth is famous as the home of which literary sisters?
Bronte sisters.
Correct. Which 20th century global conflict was known as the War to End All Wars?
First World War.
Correct. An individual who's elected by voters to the House of Commons is called a member of what?
Parliament.
Correct. In which organ of the human body is bile produced?
The liver.
Correct. Which adjective precedes the name Susan to describe a revolving tray for serving food?
Pass.
Lazy. In which month of the year is St. Swithin's Day?
June.
July. The purity of which precious metal is measured in carats?
Gold.
Correct. Which Scottish town completes the name of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of?
St Andrews.
Correct. Derived from the French for bottom of the bag, which term means?
Cul-de-sac.
Correct. Which American singer had a UK #1 in 1991 with Black or White?
Pass.
Michael Jackson. The John F. Kennedy Space Center is located in which American state?
Pass.
Florida. In the 2017 film Justice League, which superhero played by? Louise. You shouldn't be too unhappy with that at all. You are there on the second level of the track, close to the finish, but not quite. You've added £500 to the jackpot.
Okay.
So we're up to 500. You've done your bit. How are you feeling?
I'm glad I've started. I think I could have done better, but, you know, I gave it my best.
You did a very good job. Was it as scary as you imagined?
It's every bit as scary as I imagined, yes.
Well, we like to live up to expectations on this show. Louise, a very good start. You're currently the one to beat.
Thank you.
Next to take on the hardball, it's Ryan. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Ryan, tell us a bit about you.
I'm Ryan, I'm 26, I'm from Belfast and I'm an energy trading analyst.
And what do you like to do outside of work?
Outside of work, I play a bit of five-a-side, bit of tag rugby and a big fan of international travel.
So you like to keep fit, you like to be a little competitive, Ryan?
I try my best.
Okay. Have you got fast reactions?
Not as fast as I'd like.
Oh, hey, we're all working towards perfection, Ryan.
That's it.
That's the goal.
Definitely.
But do you think your sporty background is going to help you taking on the hardball?
I'll probably be better at tag than I will be at the hardball, but we'll see what happens.
We will see. Anything can happen in this game. Okay, Ryan, it is your time now to step up. If you can get further than Louise, you're definitely through to the next round. So let's highlight the square to beat. That's what we're aiming for. Let's put you on the track, Ryan. Remember, the hardball will start once I've finished asking the first question. If you're ready, let's play hardball. In the title of the 1994 film written by Richard Curtis, how many weddings are there?
4.
Correct. The terrapin is a small freshwater type of which aquatic reptile?
Pass.
Turtle. In 2005, Camilla Parker Bowles married which member of the royal family?
Charged.
Correct. When it opened in 1852, which London hospital was called the Hospital for Sick Children?
Great Ormond Street.
Correct. British-born Christian Horner is a famous figure in which motorsport?
MotoGP.
Formula One. Which starchy vegetable is one of the main ingredients of the Scottish dish stovies?
Potatoes.
Correct. In the title of a poem by Edward Lear, which bird features alongside the pussycat?
Raven.
Owl. In the human body, which fibrous tissue can be categorized as cardiac, smooth, or skeletal? Muscles was the answer we were looking for there, Ryan. But just out of time. That hardball comes fast, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Let's take a breather for a moment and have a look at where we are. Ryan, you're there on the first level of the track. £200 added to the jackpot, which means we're now up to £700. Well, Ryan, all is not lost just yet. But, of course, you didn't get as far as Louise before the hardball passed you, so you are still at risk of going home. Louise, on the other hand, you are safely through to the next round. Very well done.
Thank you.
Well, our last player in this heat is Anne. Come and join me. Anne, what a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'd love to know a bit more about you.
I'm 69, I'm retired, and I'm from Coventry.
And Anne, now you have a little bit more time on your hands. What do you like to do with it?
Well, I've just started playing walking netball, which is netball for the over 60s. We are supposed to walk instead of run and jump and everything, but it's very hard not to.
And we've seen Ryan and Louise go before you. Both of them got to the first level of the track. Do you think you can do any better?
I'll give it a go.
I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
You need to get further than Ryan if you're to make it through to the next round, Anne. So let's highlight the square to beat. There it is. Let's put you up on the track. Anne, this is it. Someone's going to leave the show after this game. Remember, the hardball will go once I finish asking your first question. If you're ready, let's play hardball. Which former Chancellor of the Exchequer has a daughter called Nigella?
Nigel Lawson.
Correct. Which supersonic plane began commercial flights?
Concorde.
Correct. On which reality TV game show do contestants take part in bushchucker trials?
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Correct. In which country was Thor actor Chris Hemsworth born?
No idea.
Australia. Which American technology company was co-founded by Steve Jobs in the 1970s?
Microsoft.
Apple. In 2009, Jack D became the permanent host of a radio show, I'm Sorry I Haven't a...
Clue.
Correct. Naturalist Charles Darwin was born in which of the 4 countries of the UK?
England.
Correct. Which actor played Hansel in the 2001 film Zoolander?
Pass.
Owen Wilson. Which large fruit has varieties called honeydew and cantaloupe?
Melon.
Correct. In what year did the Civil Partnerships Act come into force in the UK?
Pass.
2005. In a game of snooker, what colour ball is usually worth 7 points?
Black.
Correct. The mother of Queen Elizabeth I was Anne who?
Boleyn.
Correct. What V is a term for when the US president uses the power to refuse approval?
Veto.
Correct. Between 2004 and 2014, Kitchen Nightmares was presented by which British chef?
Pass.
Gordon Ramsay. In which section of a modern symphony orchestra would you find the tuba?
Woodwind.
Brass. Which religious figure is said to have attained? Anne, talk to me.
I'm amazed.
Anne, you did very well.
Thank you.
And there you are on the second level of the track. This is very good. £450 as well. So our jackpot now stands at £1,150. You shouldn't be amazed, Anne, because when you answer questions that well, you see yourself through to the next round. You got further than Ryan, so you are definitely into our head-to-head.
Thank you.
Ryan, I'm afraid that does mean it's the end of the road, my friend.
They were too good for me.
Ryan, thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
So Louise and Anne are now going to compete for a place in today's semi-final, but who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Well, Louise and Anne, well done for getting to this point. And not much to split you two in the moneymaker. Only one square, £50. So this could be a very interesting head-to-head. Wishing the both of you the best of luck. Our next set of contestants are going to be watching very closely to see who they could be taking on. This time, though, not only do you have to outrun the hardball, you also have to outrun each other. You'll both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you one square along, but a wrong answer will move your opponent forward. And Louise, remember, stay ahead of the hardball, because the first person that passes will be out of the game. All right, let's put you both on the track. And in this round, the hardball will be released when one of you reaches the second level of the track, okay? If you're ready, let's play hardball. Fish and chips are often served with which mushy vegetable? Louise.
Peas.
Correct. The 1998 film directed by Guy Ritchie is called Lock, Stock and Two what? Louise?
Smoking barrels.
Correct. How many days are there in a leap year? Louise?
29.
366. In 2017, which British singer had a UK #1 with Shape of You? Anne?
Ed Sheeran.
Correct. Which N is an adjective used to describe animals that are at their most active during the night? Anne?
Nocturnal.
Correct. In terms of passenger numbers, what is the UK's busiest airport? Louise?
Heathrow.
Correct. Which Italian city is known for its world-famous Leaning Tower? Louise?
Pisa.
Correct. Which Hollywood actor has a daughter called Suri with actress Katie? Louise?
Tom Cruise.
Correct. According to superstition, what waterproof device brings bad luck when opened? Anne?
Umbrella.
Correct. Andy Warhol is quoted as saying that in the future, everyone will be world famous for... Anne?
5 minutes.
15. The name of which fish is also a position in diving? Louise?
Pike.
Correct. Which major organ of the human body is protected by the cranium? Anne?
Brain.
Correct. On which part of the body would espadrilles be worn? Louise?
Feet.
Correct. Which series of Chinese fortifications was designated? Anne?
Great Wall of China.
Correct. On a standard Monopoly board, what does the policeman have in his mouth on the go to jail? Anne?
A whistle.
Correct. A terrier called Nipper is used on the iconic logo of Anne?
HMV.
Correct. Which meat is usually cured and smoked to make traditional pastrami? Louise?
Ham.
Beef. Which British actor plays the title character in the Harry Potter films? Louise?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Correct. Often associated with footballers, what does the W stand for in the acronym WAGS? Louise?
Wives.
Correct. An anaconda is a species of which? Anne?
Snake.
Correct. Who designed Team GB's kit for the London 2012 Olympic? Anne?
Stella McCartney.
Correct. In 1957, the world-famous Cavern Club opened in which? Anne?
Liverpool.
Correct. In the human body, the hormone insulin is produced by, Louise?
Pancreas.
Correct. Which medieval pseudoscience was concerned with transforming base metal into gold? Anne?
Alchemy.
Correct. What name is given to the circle of latitude that goes around the world? Louise?
Equator.
Correct. In computing, which unit of information can be equal to 1,000 and... Louise?
RAM.
Megabyte. The character of Paul Calf was created by which British comedian? Louise?
Pass.
Steve Coogan. What is the title of Oscar Wilde's... Well, that is what you call a head-to-head. And that was a very well-played head-to-head.
Thank you.
You are through to the next round. Well done.
Thank you.
Louise, I'm afraid, though, after a great run, it is the end of the road for you. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've loved every minute of it. It's really good fun.
You've been a great contestant. Thank you for playing hardball.
Thank you.
And for now, you can relax. We'll see you again in the semi-final.
Thank you.
So Anne is through to the semi-final and £1,150 is in the bank. Time now to play our next heat as 3 more contestants are ready to take on the hardball. Let's meet them. Leif, Dom and Mark, hello. Welcome to Hardball.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
So you've all seen how it's done before. One of you will be playing Anne in the semi-final. Let's find out who. And first to see if they can take on the hardball, it's Mark. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hi,
Tell us a bit more about yourself.
I'm 53 years of age. I currently live in Manchester and I'm a drag queen for an occupation.
Who is your alter ego?
I'm actually called Bernie, which is short for Bernadette.
Okay.
Sometimes mistaken for Bernard.
And what's Bernie like?
Not very intelligent. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll do a little bit better than she would do.
Well, I'm glad Mark is here instead. Mark, wishing you the best of luck. You know how the moneymaker works. Simply answer as many questions as you possibly can before the hardball passes you. Make it further than either of your opponents, and you are through to the next round. Mark, let's put you up on the track. Come on. Oh, the moustache looks good up there.
It does, yeah. A few shadows.
The hardball will be released once I've read your first question.
OK.
If you're ready, let's play hardball. An optician is a specialist who examines which organ of
Eyes.
the human. Correct. In a darts match, what is the highest score possible with 3 darts?
180.
Correct. Mount Everest is found in which mountain range?
Himalayas.
Correct. In which American city does the bachelor party take place in the 2009 film The Hangover?
Chicago.
Las Vegas. Which British singer had a UK #1 hit with Jesus to a Child?
George Michael.
Correct. On the periodic table, which letter is the chemical symbol for sulfur?
SU.
No, just S. Which royal castle in Berkshire was severely damaged by fire
Windsor
in 19...
Castle.
Correct. In mythology, who is the Roman counterpart to the Greek god of the sea, Poseidon?
Pass.
Neptune. What is the common 2-word term given to paintings of motionless objects such as fruit or flowers?
Still art.
Still life.
Still life.
The seat of the International Court of Justice is located... Oh, Mark, I can see the angst in you. Oh, that wasn't too bad, though. It wasn't too bad at all. Getting to the end of the first level of the track means that you've added £250 to the jackpot mark. We're now up to £1,400 that we're playing for so far.
OK.
Mark, I can say this. You've done your bit.
I have.
So that's one sigh of relief. And in this heat, at least, you are currently the one to beat.
Yes.
Next to take on the hardball is Dom. Good to see you, Dom.
Good to see you too, Rory.
Welcome to the show. Tell us about you.
I come from Hitchin in Hertfordshire and I work as a digital service manager.
OK, Hitchin in Hertfordshire. Has the family always been from there?
I've got family up and down the country, but I've got a connection to the Midlands. My great-grandmother's name was Loxley and she was from near Nottingham. So I think I may be related to Robin Hood.
So we have a potential Robin Hood descendant in our midst.
Well, I've come to steal your jackpot and get out of here.
Well, you don't have to steal it. You just have to do well in the competition and it could be yours fair and square, Dom. But there's a long way to go if you were to get there. We've had Mark before you, got to the first level of the track. How well do you think you can do?
Mark set a decent target. I'm just going to hope to do better than that.
So, you need to get further than Mark if you are to definitely be through to the next round, all right?
Sure.
Let's highlight that square to beat. There it is. Dom, let's put you up there on the track. Remember, the hardball will start once I finish asking the first question. So, if you're ready... Dom, let's play hardball. The Australian marsupial known for its aggressive nature is the Tasmanian what?
Devil.
Correct. In a common British phrase, Bob is often said to be what?
Uncle.
Correct. What mountainous geographical feature can be described as active, dormant, or...
Volcano.
Correct. In which sport would the ball be hit into the rough from the fairway?
Golf.
Correct. What nut is ground down and used to make marzipan?
Almond.
Correct. In the UK, what name is commonly given to the runway that models walk on?
Catwalk.
Correct. In 2016, Portugal won which major European football tournament?
European Championships.
Correct. In 2007, Penny Lancaster married which British
Rod Stewart.
Correct. Both originating in Asia, Ki Moon and Ceylon are varieties of which hot beverage?
Tea.
Correct. In the periodic table, which element has the chemical symbol SN?
Sodium.
Tin. In which European capital city is the Brandenburg Gate located?
Berlin.
Correct. Using the code INR, what is the main unit of currency in India?
Rupee.
Correct. Which famous comet is depicted on the Bayer Tapestry?
Halley's Comet.
Correct. Which motorway that was completed in 1986 is known as the London Orbital?
M25.
Correct. What is the name of the Hanna-Barbera cartoon series that features husband and wife Fred and Wilma?
The Flintstones.
Correct. How many parliamentary constituencies are there in the United Kingdom?
4.
650. FIDE is the International Federation for which strategy board game?
Risk.
Chess. In 1994, Dave Grohl became the first official founding member of which rock band?
Foo Fighters.
Correct. John Cleese and Connie Booth co-wrote and starred...
Fawlty Towers.
Correct. The Palme d'Or is the main prize awarded at which European film festival? Correct. If music be the food of love, play on is the first line in which Shakespeare...
Twelfth Night.
Correct. In art, which word can describe a picture representing an area of countryside with a width greater
Landscape.
than... Correct. At the 2004 Super Bowl, which singer famously had a wardrobe malfunction?
Janet Jackson.
Correct. Which Northern Irish lake is the largest by area in the British Isles?
Pass.
Loch Ness. Which British boy band released a fragrance called Our Moment?
Westlife.
One Direction. In boxing, which IBF weight division is the next one up from super flyweight?
Middleweight.
Bantamweight. In Norse mythology, who is the god of war, the source
Thor.
of wisdom? Odin. Which 2009 film is mainly set on Moon? Called Pandora. Avatar would have been the film. Dom, you're having fun out here.
I am, yeah, that was great, yeah.
Really, really good. Wow. All the way down to the 4th level of the track, which is a fantastic effort. And Dom, you've put 4 figures, look at that. £1,000 into the jackpot. We're now up to £2,400.
Very pleased with that, yeah, that was a lot better than I thought I'd do.
Dom, well, you got further than Mark on the track. That means you are safely through to the next round and then some. Very well done. Mark?
I know, it's tough.
It's tough, especially when you come up against tough competitors like Dom. You are still at risk of going home.
Yeah, in a big way.
You hang fire, just for now. Our last contestant to play is Leith. Leith, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 56, I live in Billingham. I'm married to Mark and I'm a barmaid.
So when you're not busy behind the bar putting smiles on other people's faces, what do you like to do for yourself?
My big ambition is to do a wing walk. And I've always said if I ever won anything on a game show, that would be what I'd do, right? But I'm terrified of heights, absolutely scared witless. So a few years ago, I did an abseil from the Transporter Bridge in Middlesbrough.
Right.
To try and face me fear.
Yes.
And it was brilliant. I just was hyper when I'd finished.
I bet you were.
But I'm still scared of heights.
Hyper and terrified.
Yeah.
OK.
It wasn't the coming down, it was the walking up the steps.
Oh, don't even talk to me about that. You've got me all woozy just thinking about it. Leith, you've seen Dom and Mark before.
Yeah.
You need to get further than Mark to make sure that you are through to the next round. So let's highlight the square to beat. There it is. Leith, let's put you up on the track. And now the pressure is on because one of you will be leaving the game at the end of this round. Remember, the hardball will start once I've asked you your first question, OK? Leith, if you're ready, let's play hardball. Which fluid in the human body is grouped as A, B, correct. Which European country has coastal regions known as Costa Brava and the Costa Blanca? Correct. What was the surname of the famous East London gangster twins, Ronald and...
Cray.
Correct. An Irish stew is traditionally made using which meat?
Lamb.
Lamb. Born in 1996, what name was given to the famous cloned sheep?
Dolly.
Correct. During their 2015 general election campaign to appeal to female voters, Labour had a battle bus of which colour?
Pink.
Correct. The 2015 Brit Awards were hosted by which Geordie TV duo?
Ant and Dec.
Correct. The name of which ballroom dance represents the letter F in the NATO...
Foxtrot.
Correct. The dermis is a lower layer
Skin.
of which... Correct. Which planet in our solar system has the largest and most visible rings?
Saturn.
Correct. According to the title of the 1952 film, what is Gene Kelly doing in the rain?
Singing.
Correct. What is the first name of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's eldest child?
George.
Correct. In the Bible, which angel tells Mary that she will give birth to Jesus?
Gabriel.
Correct. What comes before screaming and matron to give the names of films in a...
Carry On.
Correct. Which dark, sweet vinegar originated in the...
Balsamic.
Italian... Correct. In which US TV vampire drama did Stephen Moyer play Bill Compton?
Pass.
True Blood. In the 1980s, Domenico Dolce co-founded a luxury fashion brand...
Gabbana.
Correct. What is the name of Popeye the Sailor's long-time love interest?
Olive oil.
Correct. A Brief History of Time as a...
Stephen Hawking.
Correct. Which chemical element with the symbol Cl is commonly added
Calcium.
to... Chlorine. Queen Victoria reigned as the British monarch...
52.
1901. What is the most common medical term for bad breath?
Halitosis.
Correct. Which P is a genre of music that bands like the Sex Pistols and the Ramones? Correct. In which of the United Arab Emirates is the Burj Al Arab Hotel located?
Dubai.
Correct. EastEnders actress Layla Morse is the sister of which Hollywood actor?
Pass.
Gary Oldman. Which celebrated Knight of the Round Table as the son of Lancelot and Elaine?
Pass.
Galahad. Which fashion items is Jimmy Choo best known for
Shoes.
designing? Correct. Moulin Rouge La Gouleau is an 1891 poster by which diminutive French artist?
Toulouse-Lautrec.
Correct. Which classic British dish is known by the slang term Kate and Sydney pie?
Steak and kidney.
Correct. Which fitness craze that became popular around the world at the turn of the century was invented by Alberto Perez?
Pass.
Zumba. What symbol usually precedes searchable keywords or topics on Twitter?
Pass.
Hashtag. In which South American country is Angel Falls? Venezuela was the answer we would have been looking for, but Leith, look at you. That is sensational. 4 levels of the track completed. £1,150 that you have amassed. We'll put that into the jackpot total. We're up to £3,550.
Not bad, is it?
Bad? Leith, it's smashing.
It's champion.
It's champion. Not only did you put a good round in, not only did you put loads of money in the jackpot, you also got further than Mark. So you have stormed through to the next round. Mark. Oh, don't be sad.
No, I'm not actually. They're very good, so yeah.
Do you wish you'd brought Bernie?
Yes, I think she would have done a lot better than me, actually, to be fair.
You've been a great contestant. Thank you for playing hardball.
Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.
So, Leith and Dom are now going to compete for a place in today's semi-final. But who will make it through? Let's find out as we play the head-to-head. Dom and Leith, well done. This time, not only do you have to outrun the hardball, you also have to outrun each other. As you saw earlier, you'll both be on the track at the same time, answering questions on the buzzer. A correct answer moves you 1 square along, but a wrong answer will move your opponent forward. Again, Leith, Dom, you need to stay ahead of the hardball because the first person that passes will be out of the game. The winner goes straight into today's semi-final with Anne. Let's put you both on the track. There we go. Leith and Dom will release the hardball when one of you reaches the second level of the track, okay? If you're ready. Let's play hardball. What 3-letter name is often given to an apple seed? Leith.
Pip.
Correct. In geometry, how many sides does a hexagon have? Dom.
6.
Correct. Which country hosted the 2014 FIFA World Cup? Dom.
Brazil.
Correct. Which word describing a self-portrait taken with a smartphone was added to the Dom?
Selfie.
Correct. Wellington and Christchurch are major cities. Dom?
New Zealand.
Correct. Which US singer is also commonly known by the nickname J-Lo? Dom?
J-Lo.
No, Jennifer Lopez. What ring name did actor Dwayne Johnson use when... Dom?
The Rock.
Correct. What traditional knee-length skirt-like garment is sometimes worn by Scotsmen? Leith?
Killed.
Correct. What is the highest number that players can achieve before going bust in the card game Pontoon? Dom?
21.
Correct. First performed in the 1950s. Who wrote the play Waiting for Godot? Dom?
Samuel Beckett.
Correct. In computing and smartphone technology, app is short for which? Dom?
Application.
Correct. Which story by Charles Dickens features the character Ebenezer Scrooge? Leith?
A Christmas Carol.
Correct. In which Italian city could you take a gondola ride? Dom?
Venice.
Correct. Which planet in our solar system is named after the Roman goddess of love? Dom?
Venus.
Correct. What name is usually given to the thin board or slab on which an artist mixes their colours? Dom?
Palette.
Correct. In 2011, rugby player Mike Tyndall married which? Leith?
Zara Phillips.
Correct. What name is given to the sealed container into which voting slips are slotted? Dom?
Ballot box.
Correct. Which English city has a mainline railway station featuring the name Temple Meads? Dom?
Bristol.
Correct. St Clement is a drink that... Oh, you were quick on that buzzer, Dom.
He was.
I was on it.
Dom, congratulations. After a great head-to-head, you, sir, are through.
Thank you.
Leith, you've been a great competitor. Thank you so much for playing hardball.
Thank you very much. I've had a lovely time.
Dom, congratulations again. You are through to the semi-final with Anne. So we are down to the last 2, but who will make it through to play for that £3,550 today? A huge hardball jackpot. Let's find out as we play the semi-final. Okay, Dom and Anne, congratulations on getting to this point.
Thank you.
Semi-finals, things get serious. Anne, you've had a bit of time to take stock over there. How have you found Dom's playing of the game?
I'm quite intimidated now. It's the speed of reaction.
Dom, you've been fantastic today. Remember, only one of you can go through to play for that £3,550 today. In the semi-final, we will put you both back on the track at the same time. Again, I'll ask you questions on the buzzer. Right answers move you forward, wrong answers move your opponent forward. The winner will go through to today's final. The loser will be going home. So, guys, all to play for. Wishing you both the best of luck. Let's put you both on the track. Fingers on your buzzers. Dom and the hardball will be released the moment one of you reaches the second level of the track. If you're ready, let's play hardball. What boy's name follows Flap in the name Dom?
Pass.
Jack. According to the nursery rhyme, which character goes to her cupboard only to find it Dom?
Omar Hardball.
Correct. Which of the 4 seasons comes after winter and before Dom?
Spring.
Correct. Which American singer had their first UK #1 single in 1985 with Into the Groove? Dom?
Madonna.
Correct. The TV channel S4C mainly broadcast programmes in Dom?
Welsh.
Correct. In which Australian city is the world-famous Bondi Beach located? Dom?
Sydney.
Correct. What tea does an orthodontist mainly specialise? Dom?
Teeth.
Correct. In 2015, which footballer married the TV presenter Christine Blakely? Dom?
Frank Lampard.
Correct. The name of which film genre is often shortened to sci-fi? Dom?
Science fiction.
Correct. In 2014, who succeeded Alex Salmond as First Minister of Scotland? Dom?
Nicola Sturgeon.
Correct. Ash, sycamore and poplar are all species, Dom?
Tree.
Correct. Which 2 primary colours are commonly mixed together to create green paints? Dom?
Red and yellow.
Blue and yellow. An alloy of which lightweight metal is commonly used to make the kitchen product? Anne?
Aluminium.
Correct. What is the term for a psychic ability that allows someone to move objects using just the power of their mind? Dom.
Telekinesis.
Dom, that was a super speedy semi-final.
I was focusing as hard as I possibly could.
We could see that. A fantastic effort. Congratulations to you. You are our winner. Well done. And I'm afraid after such a great game, you just came up against a really tough opponent, didn't you?
Yeah, really, really good.
And you have been a great contestant. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you.
Well, I reckon it's time to play the final. Well, Dom, congratulations on making it to today's final.
Thank you very much.
So the jackpot stands at £3,550. That is the huge amount that you are playing for today. What are you planning on doing with this money if you were to win it?
I'm planning to go on a tour of towns connected to Vincent van Gogh. So just lots of nice, picturesque towns in Northern Europe, Belgium, France, Holland.
We've come all this way, Dom, and now I know your love of art.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it was bound to come out at some point.
Wow, OK. So presumably you're hoping a few art questions come up at this stage.
Well, it would be embarrassing if I got any of them wrong at this stage, so maybe not, but I am on good territory with it, yeah.
OK, all right. Well, you came into this a very relaxed, cool, collected customer. How are the nerves at this point?
How's the hand? I'm feeling OK. Once that ball starts rolling after me, I think the tension's going to ramp up and I'm going to feel a bit more anxious, but I'm feeling OK right now, yeah.
Dom, you did so well earlier today. You got all the way to the 4th level of the track. There are 5 to complete. And to win all of that cash, you've got to take on the hardball one last time. And this time, you have to beat it. Dom, this is the biggest challenge you've faced so far, but if you make it all the way to the end of the track without the hardball catching you, you will be going home with that £3,550 jackpot. To help, you've got 3 boosts, which you can activate at any time. Each boost allows you to jump forward 1 square, but for every boost you use, the jackpot prize will be halved, so use them wisely and only when you have to. If the hardball catches you at any time, the game is over and the jackpot is lost. Dom, you'll see 5 categories. You'll need to choose one and answer questions on it until the hardball reaches the end of each level of the track. Then we'll switch to a different category and so on, all right? Your 5 categories today are Geography, music, food and drink, film, science and technology. So, no art. What do you think about these 5?
I like geography, music and film.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, I like eating food and drink, and I am affected by science, but don't know much about it.
Okay. What is going to be your strategy taking on these categories? You're going to go with the strongest, or you're going to go with another one?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the strongest first and hopefully get well ahead of the ball.
Okay. Dom, what are you going to pick first?
I'd like to pick film first, please.
Let's go with film. So all you've got to do is answer as many questions on film as you can. Dom, let's put you up on the track. The hardball will be released when I finish asking your first question. Dom, wishing you the best of luck today.
Thank you very much.
For the final time, if you're ready, let's play hardball. In the film of the same name, what type of vehicle is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Car.
Correct. The comedy duo who starred in Sons of the Desert were Laurel and who?
Hardy.
Correct. Which British-born filmmaker directed the films Rear Window and Vertigo?
Hitchcock.
Correct. In the film Spectre, which fictional British Secret Service agent is
James
played
Bond.
by? Correct. Which actor plays the detective Axel Foley in Beverly Hills
Eddie
Cop?
Murphy.
Correct. Which 1976 Jodie Foster film was remade in 2003 starring Lindsay Lohan?
Pass.
Freaky Friday. In which film does Anne Hathaway play an assistant at the fictional fashion
The
magazine?
Devil Wears Prada.
Correct. Which actor starred as the title character in the 1971 film Dirty Harry?
Clint Eastwood.
Correct. Which 1961 animated Disney film features the canine characters Pongo and Perdita?
101 Dalmatians.
Correct. Which franchise includes films subtitled Dark of the Moon and Age of Extinction?
Transformers.
Correct. Which singer and actress plays the title? Dom, film is good.
I like film, yeah.
Yeah, I like where you're positioned on the track there. That is a very good lead on the hardball.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that it means I'll have to answer less questions about a subject I might not like.
Quite possibly. Carry on at this rate, and yes, you might not have to answer all the questions on the categories you don't want to. So film, your first hurdle, out of the way. 4 categories left to pick from. There they are, geography, music, food and drink, and that's science and technology one.
I'm going to go for geography next, please.
One of your next strongest?
It is, yes.
Okay. Beat the hardball to the end of the next level of the track, and you will be another step closer to that jackpot. So, Dom, your first question on geography coming up right now. Notre Dame Cathedral is located in which French city?
Paris.
Correct. Which European country is referred to as Polska in its native language?
Poland.
Correct. The name of which English county is often abbreviated to Oxon?
Oxfordshire.
Correct. Often referred to as the pond. Which ocean separates the UK?
Atlantic Ocean.
Correct. Having the second highest peak in the world, K2 is an example of what type of geological...
Mountain.
Correct. What name is given to the pattern of stars featured on the flags of Australia and New Zealand?
Southern Cross.
Correct. The religious sculpture known as Christ the Redeemer overlooks which South American...
Rio de Janeiro.
Correct. In which English county is the ancient monument Stonehenge located?
Wiltshire.
Correct. Which... Dom, you are edging ahead.
I like the look of this board, yeah. I'm getting closer.
Well, geography came out very well, didn't it?
I enjoy travelling. I love learning about countries, so that it went into my area of expertise.
Didn't it just? Dom, very good. OK, so there you are with a full level of the track ahead of the hardball. That is a fantastic head start. Geography, the perfect category to go to. That, though, is out of the way now. 3 categories left. We've got music, food and drink, and science and technology.
I'd like to choose music, please.
Yeah? This was the last of your favourites.
It was, yeah. It depends on the style of music, which era it is. It could be a hard one.
OK, all right. Well, you've been taking on the hardball and doing very well so far. But, of course, the closer we get to the bottom levels of the track, the harder it gets, Dom. But keep your cool, stay ahead of the hardball. You've still got 3 boosts if you need them. OK?
Yeah.
Dom, your questions on music start now. By what first name is Kylie Minogue's sister most
Danny.
famously correct? Founding members of which Irish rock band include Bono and
U2.
The Edge? Correct. Which American pop star had a hit single and album titled Teenage Dream?
Katy Perry.
Correct. Which X Factor winning girl group has members that include...
Little Mix.
Correct. Which British singer features on the Eminem single Stan?
Dido.
Correct. the poem "And did those feet in ancient time" is known by what name when sung?
Jerusalem.
Correct. American punk singer Pink replaces the I in her name with
Exclamation mark.
correct. The tune known as Chopsticks is usually played on
Piano.
which? Correct. What type of girls did the Pet Shop Boys sing about?
West End.
Just out of time, Dom. But things are going very well indeed. Dom, you're just 5 correct answers away from beating the hardball. And you've still got 2 categories to take on, or at least you've still got the cushion of 2 categories. So let's have a look at what is left. We've got food and drink and science and technology.
It's really picking the lesser of 2 evils for me. And because I do like technology, I'm going to go for science and technology.
Are you really? OK.
Throw you a curveball, yeah.
Well, hey, Dom, it's you who's playing for that large amount of money. You've got those 3 boosts, but of course, using them would take money out of that huge jackpot. Science and technology, 5 correct answers away from the win. Dom, wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All you've got to do is stay ahead of the hardball. Let's play. In mathematical statistics, pie charts are what geometric shape?
Circle.
Correct. Which gas with the chemical symbol He is often used to fill party
Helium.
balloons? Correct. Which liquid fossil fuel is nicknamed black gold and Texas tea?
Oil.
Correct. The 2 poles of a magnet are north and which other?
South.
Correct. Which unit of electric potential and electromotive force has the symbol V?
Volt.
Correct. Oh, Dom!
I can't believe it. I'm speechless.
It's still so cool, still so collected.
Yeah, it hasn't sunk in yet. Maybe in like a week's time, I'll suddenly go crazy when I realise that I've won the money, yeah.
Wow. Well, do you know what? You look like you had the measure of this game from very early on. That is how you take on the hardball and win.
I was keeping a close eye on it. It was in my sights and I just stayed ahead. That was the plan. And that's how I executed it.
I can't believe you took on your least favourite subject to win the thing. Science and technology.
Yeah, that was a bit of a mad decision, but it paid off. So I'm happy.
Well, it paid off and then some because, Dom, that jackpot, £3,550, is all yours.
I'm very pleased about that.
Remind us what you're going to do with it.
I'm going to go on a tour of towns associated with Vincent van Gogh.
Wow, sounds incredible. Dom, I can't say well done enough because you took on the hardball and won. Sounds like you've got a great trip ahead of you planned as well. Thank you so much for playing. Well done.
Thank you very much, Roy.
Well, that brings the hardball to a halt for now. Join us next time when 6 more contestants will try to beat the hardball. See ya.